right, Barb. So here is workout number 2 or B for you. Um, just as with workout A, what we'll do is I'll send you a spreadsheet. You'll have your weights and stuff, weights and reps and sets on that spreadsheet. Again, something that you can track it and all that stuff if you want. But all right, so let's dive in. Again, I think for right now, we want to keep you between 10 to 15 repetitions. 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions. Again, keep it pretty simple. The first thing we're going to do on this series after your warm up is we're going to do your Romanian style deadlift. You can do the regular deadlift, but to challenge you with enough weight, bringing that dumbbell, if you're lucky enough in a gym to find a kettlebell, but more than likely you're probably not going to be able to have access to decent kettlebells. So it'll probably more likely be a dumbbell that you're going to use. That being the case, it's probably going to be better for us to have you do Romanian style kettlebell or Romanian style deadlifts. Again, we do it more in that plie style. So again, I brought your dumbbell over to the bench, right? We're going to lift it, bring it into position. Again, nice wide stance. Find that stance that feels appropriate to you. Nice big inhale, and the knees release out, letting the hips drop. Exhale as you stand. Nice big inhale. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes. All right. Again, drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. Again, 10 to 15. 15 feels ridiculously easy. Feel free to take it up. Again, a lot of it's going to be just comfortably getting the appropriate dumbbell to the bench. Again, a lot of times the racks are set up to where you could probably even just pull it off the rack maybe and bring it into position. Now, there's other ways to do it, but I think that's going to be the most comfortable way for you. Obviously, the safest on your knee at this point, and what you're familiar with. All right, so moving on. Barb, the next thing we're going to do in this workout is we're going to do your row, your cable row. Now, again, they're going to have, every gym has some kind of row, either as a machine or a cable machine. There's like machine row or a cable machine, like this, like kind of like this. They also have something called crossovers, which I talked about this in the last video. It's like 2 big stations or poles like this with weights, and usually have a cross beam going across. But some kind of setup. Again, if need be, right, we can always figure this out once you find your location. But so what we're going to do, right, this is that one where we're going to push your feet into the bench, into the leg of the bench, especially if it's set up like this, like I have it. All right, we're going to grab. Nice big inhale, big lift through the chest. Exhale, shoulders back and down, elbows in. Shoulders back and down, elbows in. Now, the faults here, what tends to want to happen, right, is as you pull back, the shoulder wants to elevate. We tend to want to drive that elbow back really far and let that shoulder kind of elevate and roll in. Again, I want you to stop, shoulders back and down. Think about the shoulder blade going into the back pocket, the elbow going into the front pocket. And really see if you can find those lats. Same thing here, 10 to 15. Once 15 feels ridiculously easy, take it on up. All right, moving you on. Barb, the next thing we're going to do is your dumbbell incline chest press. Now, I've got you, you really want to find an incline that feels appropriate for you. For your shoulder, I think we got you at basically around 60 degrees is where we keep you. We've gone a little bit higher as well, but I would keep you around 60 degrees of an angle, just because the higher you are up, the more it's going to hit that end range. You can do it. You have that range of motion, but I want you to play with it. We'll probably keep you around like 60 degrees. Let me grab that other dumbbell. Again, this is pressing to the floor. And again, I think with this, we elevate your feet a little bit. Just make sure you can really press your feet into the floor, right? Also, just like with your dumbbell bench press, we're going to lift through the sternum, right? So pressing through the floor, arching in the back to the extent that feels good, lifting through the chest, nice big inhale, exhale as you press. Nice big inhale, little pause, exhale as you press. Nice big inhale, little pause, exhale as you press. So again, 10 to 15. Once 15 feels easy, feel free to take it up. Just watch that range of motion. Don't go down any further than feels comfortable for you, especially on your left shoulder. Again, stick with weights that you feel comfortable bringing and moving into position. I'd much rather have you do a few more reps than go with a weight that you potentially can hurt yourself with. All right. And again, regarding the angle, feel free to play around. Every bench is a little bit different. You have great range of motion, so you can really kind of find what feels optimal for you. It may feel a little bit better. We've had you, I call it, my setting is at 5, where you're more between like 60 to 70 degrees as well. You do them both. So, all right, moving you on. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to do a leg extension, right? Now, the cool thing about that gym is you probably got some kind of leg extension machine. Most all of them do. It's where you're seated in a chair, right? There's some kind of, contraption that comes down, kind of locks your thighs in place, right? You have another little bar that goes across your ankles, and you pull the toes back and you extend out. Right? It's the same thing we do with the cable machine when we put those straps around your ankle. So, I use the machine. Don't try to kind of rig something up on your own. The machines are great, and they also have a cam on it that lets out a little bit when you get into full extension. They're really wonderful. Most of them are really, really good. The most important thing about machines, as I mentioned in that last video, is you want to line your axle, right? Your axles, really, ankles, knees, and hips up with the machine's axle. So, you want specifically your knee joint in line with that machine's axle or that cam, the big thing that's right beside it. Right. Again, if you have any questions, I'm sure they've got staff on there that can help. And also the instructions are usually always on the machine. And obviously you can just reach out to me and we'll talk you through it. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to do a bicep curl. So again, they've got machines there, Barb, that you can use. I'm not a big fan, like I mentioned in that last video, I'm not a big fan of the arm machines. I don't think they do a really good, I don't think they're designed very well. I think you can get a better workout using, doing a lot of what we do. So again, we've done this in many different ways. I would start off either seated or standing, doesn't matter, doubles, right? Double dumbbell bicep curls, take it to fatigue, and then alternate and do the same thing. Take it to fatigue. Cool thing is you can really work your arms, right? And you can really take them to fatigue. You can really kind of challenge yourself on this. All right. Again, your weight, the weights that you currently use, I'll include in your spreadsheet. So the last thing we're going to do in this series, Barb, is we're going to do some kind of plank. And we got to be a little careful with planks for you because A, your knee, and then B, also your back. So what my recommendation is, and we've done this a couple of different ways, and we're going to go from a kneeling position. We're going to walk you, put a tuck in the pelvis, walk you on forward like we're about to do your push-up. You can take those knees fairly wide, push the floor away. Number one, you can even just hold here. Focus on your breath. Keep a tuck in the pelvis, push the floor away, and see how long you can hold it while breathing into your hips and into your pelvis. Now, if this feels pretty easy, we can add that shoulder tap. So push the floor away, nice big inhale. You may want to go a little wider with your knees on this. Nice big inhale, little pause, top of that inhale. We're going to tap, exhale, bring it back. Nice big inhale, top of the inhale, tap the hand, exhale, bring it back. Now, if that's pretty easy, what you can always do is take it a step further. Nice big inhale, top of the inhale, tap the shoulder, exhale, bring it back. Nice big inhale, top of the inhale, tap the shoulder, exhale, bring it back. we have you do this, or we've had you do this in your warm-up series. I would start there. Actually, the first thing, start in your planks. Make sure this feels good, especially if you're having any issues with your back that day. You know, keep a tuck in the pelvis, push the floor away, breathe into your hips. That feels pretty good. You can always walk those hands back a little bit and start there. Top of the inhale, tap, exhale, lower. And again, as you feel better, just walk tuck the pelvis, walk the hips forward. Top of the inhale, tap, exhale, lower. Nice big inhale. Top of the inhale, tap, exhale, lower. With this, we're going to go 3 sets, 5 reps. 3 sets, 5 reps. Right. So again, let yourself rest and recover in between. What you can do is, as I mentioned in that last video, if you can, do it all as a circuit. Depending upon what time you're at the gym and if space is available. You see kind of how I set this all up right in this little corner. You could kind of commandeer a little corner, grab some dumbbells, and you can knock this all out pretty easily. The other thing you could do is you could pair things like we do often in here, where you'll do like a dumbbell bicep curl, and then maybe you'll do your core exercise. So, and again, all this will be written in your spreadsheet, but you're going to go like 2 to 3 sets. This 3 to 5 reps each side, and this 10 to 15. All right, Barb. Again, so this is B. So just to recap, you're going to have your warm-up, your workout A, workout B. You'll have a spreadsheet. If you have any questions about any of this, please reach out. Let's just make sure you have all the resources you need to ensure that you're able to train for the time that you're gone. All right. Hey, listen, I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you soon.